Video games unfortunately get cancelled all of the time for various reasons, and it's rare for the public to know about them. Video game developers are always testing out new ideas, and lots of the time they just don't work out. Usually, a company will only announce the existence of a game once they are sure it will be released. Every now and again though, companies can get this wrong. The most famous recent example of this is Microsoft and Platinum Games' Scalebound. They announced it in 2013 and then cancelled it in 2017 for reasons that are currently unknown. This naturally caused a lot of backlash towards both companies, as they'd spent the previous 4 years hyping up the game. This backlash is one of the main reasons why companies like to keep projects close to their chests until they are confident in the product. One company that has always been diligent about these announcements is Nintendo. They've been in charge of creating the Pokémon games since the initial release of Red and Green in 1996, and in the 24 years since Pokémon's first release, the franchise has spawned more than 93 games in both main series and spin-offs. They have mastered the art of knowing when to announce these new projects. Yet, there is one game that managed to elude even Nintendo and Game Freak. The only game in the Pokémon franchise to be officially cancelled. Pokémon Picross for the Game Boy. This little known title is going to be the subject of today's video. Now, it's maybe not right to say this is the only cancelled Pokémon game, as there has undoubtedly been some cancelled products that just didn't become public knowledge. Then we have to look at the likes of Pokémon Stars, a game that was heavily rumoured to the point of mainstream media claiming it would release on the Nintendo Switch. However, nobody, either Game Freak, Nintendo or the Pokémon company, had ever actually officially announced that title. It was all just a rumour. Maybe we could even look at a little known tech demo called Meowth's Party. This was showcased at Nintendo's 2000 Space World event as a tech demo for the Nintendo GameCube. This was intended to become a fully fledged Pokémon game, however development didn't begin on this and they decided it was best to just leave it as a tech demo. So as things stand, Pokémon Picross is the only game in the Pokémon franchise that has ever been officially revealed and then not make it to release. So what happened? Well, the game was first revealed to exist in multiple video game magazines in Japan, with information coming out during the spring months of 1999. The developer was a company called Jupiter Corporation. This game is obviously a take on the logic puzzle Picross, known in other parts of the world as a nonogram. The puzzle itself was only invented in 1987 and has been rising quickly in popularity throughout the world. The simplicity, along with the rise in popularity of both the puzzle and the Pokémon franchise, made a spin-off look like a fantastic idea. The invention of the Game Boy printer would have also allowed the puzzles to have been printed off, meaning Nintendo would have had a Pokémon game to sell with the new peripheral. It all seemed like a match made in heaven. Then, nothing was ever heard about this game again. No more information exists for the game. Perhaps the failure of the printer is what caused the project to be cancelled. Maybe the game that was released just a few months later for the Super Nintendo, titled Picross NP Volume 1, is what became of it. However, this only featured 12 Pokémon Picross puzzles, and a lot of the ones actually seen in the magazine promotions are nowhere to be found in this title. It would be a long time until we'll see Picross return in Pokémon form, taking up until the release of Pokémon Heart Gold and Soul Silver in 2009 for it to be seen again. In the Goldenrod Game Corner, a somewhat similar but much more basic game called Voltorb Flip was introduced. On November 12, 2015, a Nintendo Direct was held. During this, they showed off a game for the 3DS called Pokémon Picross. Once again, this was being developed by Jupiter Corporation. And then, after the Direct, we once again heard no information for the game. Finally, in December 2015, a Pokémon Picross was released for the Nintendo 3DS via the eShop. Was this the same game they planned to release all those years ago? Why did they finally decide to give Picross another try? A lot of questions remain about the original Game Boy title. One thing we do know though is that it holds the title of being the only officially cancelled Pokémon game. I just want to thank everybody for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like, comment and subscribe, because I know a lot of people go on about them, but honestly they do help, especially when you're a small channel like I am. And check out the videos shown on screen now.